Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but life just keeps throwing punches? You're trying to be a good person, working hard, staying faithful, but you find yourself in a pit, a prison, a place you never expected to be. If that's you, then the story of Joseph is a story you need to hear. Joseph was the favorite son, had dreams of greatness, but his own brothers sold him into slavery. He ends up in Egypt, in the house of a high-ranking official named Potiphar. And you know what? He excels. He works so hard and with such integrity that Potiphar puts him in charge of his entire household. Things are finally looking up. But then, disaster strikes again. Potiphar's wife makes a move on him. He refuses, and she falsely accuses him. Just like that, Joseph is thrown into prison. Can you imagine the despair? From favored son to slave to head of the household, and now a prisoner for a crime he didn't commit. It looks like the end of the road. It feels like God has completely abandoned him. He must have wondered, God, where are you? Did you forget about those dreams you gave me? But here's the incredible part. Even in the darkness of that prison, the Bible says, the Lord was with Joseph. He found favor with the prison warden and was soon put in charge of all the other prisoners. He was still in prison, but he wasn't alone. God was working quietly behind the scenes. Joseph was learning management, administration, and leadership in the most unlikely of places. Every setback was secretly a setup for what was to come. While in prison, Joseph interprets the dreams of two of Pharaoh's officials, the cupbearer and the baker. He correctly predicts the cupbearer will be restored to his position. He asks the cupbearer, when you get out, please remember me. But what happens? The cupbearer forgets. For 2 more years, Joseph waits. 2 more years of silence, of feeling forgotten. This is often the hardest part of our journey, isn't it? The waiting, the silence. When it feels like nothing is happening and our prayers are hitting a ceiling, we might be tempted to think God has forgotten us, that our situation is hopeless. But God's timing is not our timing. He was preparing not just Joseph, but the entire nation of Egypt for what was next. Then, one day, Pharaoh has a disturbing dream that no one can interpret. Suddenly, the cupbearer remembers. There's a Hebrew man in prison who can interpret dreams. Joseph is rushed from the dungeon, cleaned up, and brought before the most powerful man in the world. He tells Pharaoh that God is warning of 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of severe famine. And he doesn't just interpret the dream. He provides a solution, a detailed plan to save the nation. Pharaoh is so impressed that he puts Joseph in charge of the entire operation. He makes him second in command over all of Egypt. Think about that. The skills he learned managing Potiphar's house, the leadership he practiced running the prison, it was all a divine curriculum for this exact moment. God had been preparing him all along, turning every trial into a training ground. Joseph's story shows us that even when we can't see God's hand, it doesn't mean he's not working. Our prisons, our waiting rooms, our moments of despair are often the very places where God is shaping us for our purpose. He's working behind the scenes, orchestrating details we can't possibly understand, all for a greater plan. So if you're in a prison season right now, don't lose heart. Trust that God is with you, even in the darkness. He hasn't forgotten you. He is working all things together for your good and for His glory. Your setback might just be the setup for your greatest comeback. Thanks for watching. If this story encouraged you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores faith in our everyday lives. See you next time.